gonna bring it down in the water, and then I'm gonna put the trolling motor once I'm on the water. Let's go. One right there. Need to work on a better. Talking about getting wet, of course this thing was on the water because why not? And yeah, you could use electric grease, whatever, but I don't know, I don't trust it. So power engage, bring this down. Okay, so bring that down. There you go. Good job, me. So now all we have to do now is just plug it into our connector here, and if we hear a sound, it means we got power. We got power. Then we're ready. We're about to test our brand new Power 129 by Bonafide, and we got it fully loaded. Just take a look at that thing over there. You tell me, is that a boat or is that a kayak? I call it a man's boat. So right now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and test this kayak fully loaded on this closed body of water. There shouldn't be a lot of current, a lot of stuff going on, so we could get real speeds for this setup right here. I want to see how fast we go with just the bow motor right there, or the rear motor by itself, and then combination of the two. And I also want to see how cool it anchors up. Uh-oh, that thing started on its own. Uh-oh, the motor started running on its own. There you go. I think it was stuck. Now it should be fine. Why are you running again, motor? Let's turn it on. Okay, I'm gonna stop right here in the middle of the lake. Gonna go ahead and deploy the trolling motor and see what happens. The motor is like on a maximum speed. God, really? The motor is malfunctioning. I don't know what the heck is wrong with it. It's going at maximum speed, and you can see there is 2.9 miles an hour. I have few little control over it, like I can't control the speeds. I tried to stop it, doesn't work. I put a spot lock and look what it does. it thinks it's crazy. It's crazy. Well, at least I confirmed something is going at the same 2.9 miles an hour speed that we hit on the water, like on open water. I think what I could do is a quick test to see how fast we go with the two motors and see what happens. All right, so let's go ahead and put 100% in here. I want to see quick if there's a penalty for like being loaded like this. 5.3 miles an hour, 5.7, 5.8, 6 miles an hour. And this very lake was just the NK motor in the rear. We hit 6.7. It was mostly over 6. So definitely there's a penalty for being overloaded. Like we have a lot of batteries, we have extra motors and stuff. Let me keep going straight. 5.7 miles an hour, 5.8. We're getting the same readings that we got in the open water. Gonna do something crazy. Wish me good luck. Okay, at least it's not on. Gives me, oh my god, I just pressed any button and it just turned on. All right, we got the two motors going on right now. 6.1 miles an hour. Both of them are going at maximum speeds. 6.2, 6.4, 6.3. So in this case, in this water, that motor going crazy, it does helping at the rear motor a little bit. The test so far was, let me throw this back here. It was like, if I had that motor down and only using the rear motor, if there's a penalty. And there was a penalty. We were getting close to 6 miles an hour, but not like 5.8, 5.9. So now I'm gonna bring that motor up, have all the extra weight on the boat, and see what kind of speed we get with just, you know, being loaded like that. Now we're gonna do test number 2, which is the motor is off, it's on the boat, we have the extra weight. I want to see how the NK does with all that. 6 miles an hour, but we're turning. .2, 6.5, 6.4, 6.4 consistently. So we do lose a little bit of speed, but not as much when that motor is down. But when it's down, but it's running at 10, both motors go 6.4 miles an hour. Now I want to go ahead and remove that motor completely, the extra battery, and see how fast we go with the rear motor. 3. Okay, 6.5. I'm getting the same speeds that I was getting with just the motor up here, not running, just the extra weight. 6.4. What I want to test now is I'm gonna see if I move this battery in front of me, see if that changes anything. So I don't have enough cable to run the battery when I want to run it, which is right here in the front. So I'm gonna switch this plate. So I'm gonna take this. So I push this rubber cover a little back, and now we should be able to plug it in. And I wonder, it looks like we have power, voltage is fine, so this may actually work. Not even gonna close it because this is a quick test. So right now we're gonna test. I moved the battery, it's 40 pounds, move it all the way to the bow, and have the motor on the back with almost no weight, just the black pack. And I'm gonna see if we gain any speeds. Supposedly the boat balance out right now, like most of the ways in the front, so I don't know, it should work supposedly, right? Yes, of course. Yeah. ¿Te acuerdas que estaba diciendo que el teléfono se iba a romper y se rompió? I was already thinking that was gonna break, and it broke. So, is that a self-fulfilling prophecy or not? I don't know. The cable is working fine with this motor, so I don't think it's the cable. Something else is wrong with that motor. Okay, it's pushing all the watts that it will normally push, 1,299. So right now it's marking 6.4, 6.5. It's probably gonna slow down right now because of the grass. 6.5, 6.4. Consistently, it does make a difference, a minor difference with the weight placement. It's really difficult to get readings, accurate readings with a GPS on the phone like this. It's very difficult, but judging by the average that I was looking at before, having the battery in the bow right there, and you could easily do that by using the power links and connect a plug in the front for this battery, and then connect the motor to the plug in the rear. You can set it up easy, and you're gonna gain a little bit of efficiency, speed, because the boat is not like this. Like the motor is not pushing the boat like this. It's more like this, right? And this is not a planing hole, it's a water displacement hole. So what that means is, if you put too much power on the back and it wants to sort of plane, but it can't plane, it's just pushing too much water. Like it's not as efficient. If you level the boat out with the weight, you balance the boat out, you're gonna be a little faster, and that's what's happening here. And I bet you could play with that even more, because depending on what you take on the water, the weight distribution may be different. You just need to look for the balance. Let me remove the power pole stick, see if that creates any sort of notable drag. .8, 6.6, 6.5. I never seen it faster than 6.8. I mean, it may not be real though. I'm trying to keep it going straight. 6.6. Okay, so while I do circles here, let's just talk about the findings. So if you have a fully loaded kayak with a bow mounted trolley motor and a rear motor in the back, you do pay a penalty when that motor is off and it's stowed away, maybe like 0.3 to 0.5 miles an hour. If you bring the motor down and you use it at maximum speed, you're probably gonna get maximum to whole speed. Probably. You're probably gonna be around the 6 miles an hour or so. Maybe with an SI3 you could hit the maximum whole speed of the boat, like 6.7 miles an hour. If you have the motor off but it's deployed, the bow mounted trolley motor, you're gonna pay up another penalty, like maybe half miles an hour or so. I'm giving you average numbers because it's very difficult to calculate exactly how much it is, because I don't have the tools. If you just have the rear motor and you move the battery to the front and that's all you have, it does work better. The boat is better balanced out. You gain a little bit of speed, more efficiency. That is for sure. Is it enough to go through the hassle to set it up that way? I mean, that's just up to you. Like, really, I don't think it's... I mean, it depends how you want to use it. It's either way. Once you do the initial work, the initial install, just plugging the battery in there and plugging in the motor in the rear is quick. It's easy. You can do it in 2 seconds. And if something doesn't work, you could just get the battery out of there and plug it in closer to the motor directly, if you want to do that, like I did today. For the best performance, 100%, if you're just gonna use the NK300 in the back, move the battery all the way to the front. Don't put the stick of the power pole in there if you're not gonna be, until you get to your fishing spot. That's gonna give you the best performance if that matters to you. But if you're gonna be fishing a lot, like on the way and deploying the power pole stick, you know, just have it on. Like, I think, like, if you're done and you want to go home, that's when you bring the power pole stick down, you put it away, and you just hit that throttle and you go home. So what I wanted to test today on this video, and I'm tired of screaming, is to see if there was a penalty with a KETCH mount, inline mount that you could put your power pole and your NK300 on it, and see if there was a penalty in speeds, because the mount is really far out. But what I learned is by moving the battery to the front in there and just having that set up in the back, I hit the maximum speed ever that I hit on this boat. It was briefly 6.8. Previously, just the NK mount directly slapped on the boat was 6.7 miles an hour. So I would say there's no penalty, really, no speed penalty. It does feel like having the battery here in the front works a lot better than having it in the rear. If I just had that setup of the battery in the rear with the inline mount, maybe there is a penalty to pay, maybe like 0.1 miles an hour or so. But like it's, you could work around it. Now you could argue if I just have the mount directly slap on the boat and the battery here, maybe I get to 6.9 miles an hour. Maybe I'll test that later one day, I don't know. But like, we're talking about 0.1 miles an hour really. So the point is, the point of this video is there's no penalty that you pay in terms of speeds when you have that long mount in the back. And you may ask yourself, why do I need that mount? Well, if you have a power pole, you want to use it, you need it, because you still have two more fittings in the back that you could slap a power pole on each side, but you still need a mount for it. You won't be able to directly put in the power pole, because the only power pole fittings that you have that actually fit is where you have your motor mount. So you definitely need a mount. I'm gonna link KETCH product down below. Also, those are affiliate links, and I'm also gonna put a coupon code. It's Aliex, just my name. It's gonna save you some money if you want to get something for yourself. KETCH makes a lot of good products. They have a super high, what do you call it, like super big kayak cart, like for big kayaks. They also have a bunch of gear tracks that will fit your boat. They have a bunch of accessories for pro anglers and things like that. But one of the products that I like the most is the gear tracks for the autopilot and any sportsman, old town sportsman, because bro, it's like night and day. Those gear tracks are nice. They come in different colors, they're strong, and I like them better than these Yak Attack ones. So hey, check it out in the description. I'm out of here. I think I'm out $1,500 because I have to go and buy an SI3 now. The motor broke. Oh man, it's just been one after the other, dude. Ugh. It started fun though. I mean, the motor is 3 years old. It's fun to buy new stuff. It's just money. I'm losing money by making these videos. I'm not making money. I'm losing money because everything is breaking lately. Yep. But you can help by liking this video, sharing it with somebody that may be interested, or you could also donate directly to the channel. We could definitely use the help. Thank you. This guy, Mommy Day, is recording, acting like he's recording something, but I think he's recording me. There is no sign that says no kayaking here.